You know what else is fucking weird?
What's that, Wooly?
So for some weird reason, uh, the "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream" LP we did from back in the day
Yeah.
was popping off and getting people were tuning into that, and it was getting boosted and showing up, and I was like, what?
Okay.
What? Why all this noise about I Have No Mouth now, right? And it was
That's
like,
like 25 years old at
it's
this
a
point.
billion years old, right? And it was super, and I was like, okay, what's happening? And it's like literally the like every episode of that just huge spike in views and and whatever algorithm, etc. And it's like, what's going on? And I'm like, okay, let me see if I can figure this out. And from and like I'm like literally even going over just to take a look at it, and some people and like new people are going up and going like, God damn it, why are they talking over all the cutscenes? And I'm like, yeah, that's how this that welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Welcome to 20
fucking
60.
who knows. But anyway, I was like, where's all this coming from? So then I go to look it up, and I'm like, there's a whole new fandom for I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream that's popping up on like Twitter. And then I'm like, hold on YouTube? Yes, now? And like people, and there's like fan art associated with it. People are drawing like fan art from like the book to the game. And it all seems to have started like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, what is, no, this is making no sense. What is happening? I need to dig.
Because of the AI or the TikToks?
And so that's where you're like, okay, is TikTok gonna help here? And like the problem is that you could like with TikTok, if something's happening, it's harder on that platform to get to the bottom of the epicenter of something that pops off or so. But just like in the noise, it's like Twitter, I can't parse it out because it's just like they're fan arts and hashtags, but there's no source. And then eventually there was a YouTube video that was like, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, the game or the story that inspired the amazing digital circus. And I was like, oh wait, what? That other thing?
Oh my God.
That new cartoon that's like online that all the kids are into that new thing, right?
God.
It's like, yeah, that's thing with the little like clown girl and like that looks like Marks from Kirby and stuff. And it's like, oh, what's happening here? And it's like, apparently the Amazing Digital Circus, the new like YouTube thing that's popping off, has some heavy inspiration that it took from that, which has led to a massive popularity increase. And then someone or somewhere, some videos were made pointing out these references, which led a bunch of that young new fan base to go back to look up everything related to IHNMAIMS, including finding the old LP and diving into it, because like they're trying to draw the connections, and that's why everything related to I Have No Mouth is now blowing up. It's so weird and baffling. I'm like, what the, like, this weird little cutesy fucking clown shit and Harlan Ellison's are connected, I suppose, now. And you know, we're seeing again fan art for Gorister and Ellen, and like, and it was hitting in a way where I'm like, the way this like fan art it looks like this would have been like a almost the way like a fan art and like stuff would pop up on like Tumblr back in the day, right? So I'm like, this, like, it has a Tumblr-ish vibe to it. So I'm like, what is that exactly? I'm like, oh, it's because of, it's directly from the fan base of Digital Circus or so. And yeah, that is a like not on, but would have been a Tumblr fandom style thing.
So like, I see the connection. I can see why somebody could make a YouTube video based off of, or TikTok, like the Digital Circus is inspired by I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But like, for that to trickle down that far is strange.
Yeah. I just, it's weird because I'm like, there's stuff like that where I'm like, I don't know, I haven't seen it, but it has a particular energy to it. And Homestuck had that energy, and I've never watched it, but I'm pretty sure Has Been Hotel is also something like that, because it seems to it seems to just give that aura off, you know. And I'm sure if I checked it out, I'd probably get what was going on with like why that's such a particular distinct flavor to it. But
Has Been, Hell of a Boss, and Amazing Digital Circus all exist within the same like animation cachet.
it's a thing, right? There's a thing that connects these things. Yeah. There's a feeling that connects these things, and I can only tell by standing and seeing the door and hearing the music from outside the room and being like, yeah, okay, that all goes in the same folder. I can get, and so that has led to this now, and going back through this game, and I'm sure people hitting a rude awakening on some of that content, unless of course the direct references are much more explicit in the Amazing Digital Circus.
It's digital hellscape nightmare, but clowns.
Okay. Clowns in a clussy sense, or in a
no,
okay.
That's just that thing that people do.
Okay.
Where they like the character and then they just start drawing the character more and more a certain way.
I just keep my brain keeps seeing Marks, the Kirby villain. You know, it just
well, that's an old-fashioned type of clown.
It is, but like the face and the big eyes and the little jester hat, you know. Anyway, yeah, there's an autocorrect that keeps happening whenever I see.
They
that
all
girl
live in this space that feels like, what if Newgrounds was a movie studio?
Sure. Yep. 100%.
Like what if those like people making Flash animations had the resources to blow them up into what they actually wanted them to be the whole time,
and then release straight to YouTube, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. That's the thing too, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I Have No Mouth in 2024, getting play. Man, I can't wait for like like fucking like 30 40 years from now, just like, why is the cat lady blowing up? You know, what's happening? Like, Tormentum. What?
Well, the cat lady's blowing up because of some kind of British scandal with cats.
Yeah.
I gotta watch fucking Smiling Friends.
Just based on
I've watched all of Hell of a Boss, and I'm somewhere in Has Been, I forget where, and I saw the first episode of Digital Circus, but for some reason I haven't seen any of Smiling Friends.
I haven't either, and I would chalk that up
despite
to like
the fact that we'll be on it next week.
Okay.
Oh, you're not. Smiling Friends is in some ways defined by people from our era of YouTube just appearing on it.
Oh, okay. Is
like Nostalgia Critic was on there last week.
Oh, and
fucking
Plinkett did a voice, right?
Yeah.
Right, early on. Okay.
Yeah, Mike Stoklasa is there in the pilot.
I'm just seeing the art style in screenshot form is fucking wild. But hold on, that's airing on like Adult Swim and stuff, right? That's where.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so yeah, anytime something is airing on Adult Swim up here for Canadian purposes, it's
Joel
like,
Haver was in it this week. Okay, well there you go.
Then it's not gonna. There's no TV to switch on to an Adult Swim here in Montreal, so I'm gonna have to seek it out and find it and watch.
You'll have to somehow. Figure out how to watch this digital broadcast.
Well, fortunately, when I decided to do that with Fallout, it was quite easy.
It was.
I watched the first episode of that.